Algebra I 9.6b, right self-graph a system of inequalities word problem. Remember that my description is going to have some helpful links, okay? Tala babysits on Saturdays, and she earns anywhere from $3 to $5 per hour. She can't work more than 8 hours, and she always babysits for 3 hours for her neighbor. Write an inequality for each condition of this situation and graph them. So we have a lot of information here. Okay, we know how much she makes, and we know how many hours she works at a minimum, okay? So we're going to let the x-axis represent the hours she babysits, and we'll let the y-axis represent the money she earns. And we're not going to use this quadrant, or this quadrant, because she's not going to work negative hours, and she's not going to make negative money, so everything's going to be in this first quadrant. So remember, there's 4 quadrants, and it makes the shape of a C. It starts here as quadrant 1, then 2, 3, 4. And this is a coordinate plane, and it makes the shape of C, like in the word coordinate. Okay, so everything's going to be in here, all right? So X equals the hours she is babysitting, and Y equals the money earned. Now, it says she earned between $3 and $5 per hour. So this is going to be the money, right? This is money. And X is the hours, okay? So depending on how many hours she works is going to make the money go up, isn't it? Now, she's at least or equal to $3 an hour, or at least or equal to $5 an hour. So it could be equal, right? So she babysat for at least 3 hours, that's this 3, but no more than 8 hours. So think, 8 hours can be included. It says no more than 8 hours, but she could be at 8 hours, okay? It's just not more. So it's at least 3 hours, or it could also be less than or equal to the 8. So now we've got our 2 inequalities, right? And they're both written in combined form. Now, because they're written in combined form, we can open them up by using the variable in the middle 2 different times. So this one, let me back up a little bit, becomes 3x is less than or equal to y, and y is less than or equal to 5x. So that's our first one opened up. Then the other one was 3 is less than or equal to x. So that's one part. And x is less than or equal to 8. Okay? So that first inequality, now we can graph these and make a function table, right? And we can graph and make a function table for this one. Now they all have, if you look, they all have or equal to, don't they? So that means they're all going to be solid lines on our coordinate plane. If they didn't have the or equal to, they'd be dotted lines, all right? So that means it's going to include all the points on the boundary line, okay? So remember, I showed this in the previous video. I'm going to be using blue and yellow for my solution areas on my coordinate plane with a colored pencil. And when you have blue and yellow, it makes green. So our solution area for our system of inequalities is going to be green, okay? So what we do is we turn the inequality sign into an equal sign, and we make a function table that will make this equation true. 1 and 3 will make it true, 2 and 6 will make it true, 3 and 9 will make it true. And we take this inequality sign and make it an equal, and we make a function table that makes this equation true. So now we've got these points, and we can graph them, all right? And 1 and 3 is here, 2 and 6 is here, and 3 and 9 is here. So we've got this line, okay? And the other one is 1, 5, 2, 10, 3, 15. So that's 1 and 5, 2 and 10, 3 and 15. So now we've got this line. So now we've got this triangular shape starting from the origin 0, 0, opening up this way, okay? And now this one, we set the inequality sign as an equal, so that means 3 equals x, and this one is x equals 8. Well, those are vertical lines. No matter what happens with x, it's going to be a 3, so it goes straight up. And no matter what happens with x, it's going to be 8, so it goes straight up. So for this inequality, it's going to be yellow. For these, it's going to be blue. And where they overlap, the green area is the solution for the system of inequalities. Any point in this green area will make our system true. And our lines don't go below the 0 on x because she can't have negative babysitting hours, right? She's not going to have negative money, so it all stops right there, see? But don't get tricked on tests because some systems of inequalities don't have a solution area at all, okay? And if you are using colored pencils, start with lighter colors first so that your solution area is a darker color and it stands out, all right? If you don't have colored pencils, you can use regular pencils to shade the solution area. What you do is, for one part of the solution area, you draw vertical lines going up and down, like right here. If you look, I drew lines going up and down. And then for the other area, this area, I drew horizontal lines going that way. That way the solution area has both, see? And then it's darker. See that? All right, so our next video is going to be 10.1. We're going to be doing chapter 10. That's simplifying rational expressions. And if you want to see how to make function tables, which you really should know how to do that by now, or any of the previous videos we covered so that you can catch up to what we're doing, all the links will be in this description, okay? We've only got 13 chapters in this Algebra 1 textbook, so we're really moving along, okay? I'll see you next video. Keep trying. You're going to be fine, all right? Bye.